Hey guys, welcome to my first ever narrated Wi-Fi battle. And this was a battle against my friend Ben, whom I accidentally ran into on Wi-Fi. So I thought, let's have a battle, and it turned out to be a pretty cool match. So here it is. Okay, so here we go. I'm leading off with Diamond, my Steelix, but turns out it's a bad matchup because Ben's got his Suicune out first. And my Steelix isn't just a supporter Pokemon. So I go into Haddock to absorb a Surf, and I'm expecting this Suicune to have Surf as the only attacking move because lots of Suicune do that nowadays. But turns out it's an offensive sub-calm Minder, which means I really won't be able to set up and attempt to sweep with Haddock like I'd wanted to. But whatever, I just nasty plot and then break his sub. But now that Ice Beam's gonna do a lot of damage. So I just go for a second Sludge Bomb now. I just want to do as much damage as I can before going down, but I do have that +1 boost yet. And the second Ice Beam takes me down, which means the Toxic Roll was kind of a waste, but it did get some good damage on Suicune. So now I'm just gonna go into my sign and set up with some more nasty plots, because Suicune can do absolutely nothing to it. So now his Calm Mind boosts have been negated by my nasty plus boost. So I just go for a Psychic to do some damage or break his sub. He doesn't switch out, so he does go for a sub now, and it does break his sub obviously. Now Slowking is a pretty cool Pokemon, defensively and offensively. But so now he switches out because Surf and Ice Beam really can't do anything, and I predict that and go for a second nasty plot. Now Umbreon I know tend to get toxic, but I do have an Altaria with Heal Bell, so I'm not worried about that too much. So I just go for a Surf to do as much damage as I can, and it does a good 75% or so of it. Now I switch out, but I don't want him switching around and making me suffer from toxic damage. And Diamond just walls anything Umbreon could ever possibly want to do. Now I decided to go for a Toxic. It'll poison Umbreon or the switch in, which is always a good thing. And he does switch into Machamp, which thankfully isn't Guts. Though like everybody loves No God, right? So now I switch into Sign again because he makes a fairly decent switch into Machamp. Own Tempo prevents any confusion from Dynamic Punch, and he does have Psychic. But and I'm hoping he doesn't have Thunder Punch, which will take me down. But he does have Stone Edge instead, which is good. And now I go for a Surf, predicting a switch to Umbreon. But he does stay in and survives. Well, with Toxic, it takes him down to a substantially low amount of health. And I get a lucky 12 HP survive, but Toxic does take me down after that. So whatever, his Machamp is as good as dead now, and I just sent off Scarlet to finish it off with a Sludge Bomb again. Now, he sends in his Staraptor now to revenge me, and I know it's got to be charged in some way, but I don't know if it's banded or scarved yet. So I just send to Diamond, who's a good switch in any case, because he's not going to predict a close combat right off the bat, right? And he evolves that Brave Bird, like, well enough, obviously. And now that I've seen a Staraptor, which is quite a big threat, I decided to lay off my Stealth Rocks, because that's going to limit Staraptor's potential quite a bit. Now he goes into Torterra, and now I'm predicting a Rock Polish, but he decides to go to an Earthquake straight off the bat, and I decided to Toxic him because that means any setup attempts he can be outstalled with Toxic damage by Altaria and my other Pokemon. So now I'm just gonna switch off to Eleanor to just take nothing from that Earthquake and let Toxic damage build up. Now that's useful. I didn't really need to damage it all that much. Toxic is gonna take care of itself. And even with Stone Edge, Eleanor can roost up because she's faster. So he sets up a Light Screen, which is kind of interesting. You never see that much with Torterras. But I just decided to go on defensive with Dragon Claw, which obviously isn't affected by Light Screen, and that does some damage to Staraptor. Now I predict a Brave Bird or return, and I go into Steelix, but he goes for the conservative U-turn and sends in Torterra again. And again, it's a fairly obvious play on his part, which I capitalize on and switch in Eleanor on the Earthquake. And Toxic's obviously taking his toe now, which means this final Dragon Claw is going to finish it off. So now I believe Staraptor is going to come in again, and I predict him to close combat me, predicting a Steelix switch in. So I just go for a roost this time. And that's a safe play because even with Brave Bird, since he's not going to one-hit KO me, I can just roost to stall him and let his own Brave Bird recoil take Staraptor down. But he decides to switch out, which means Stealth Rock's gonna take it down the next time he comes in, but just spamming close combat would have been a waste of time either way. So I got a kind of useless crit on Umbreon, which KOs it. And now in comes Suicune, and I just switch into Diamond as death fodder. Because, well, it's done all. It's got, like all it was supposed to do. It staved off that Staraptor, which would have been quite a threat to my team otherwise. On the plus side, Light Screen does wear off, which means I'm fairly confident that Venusaur can open up a sweep now. And he finishes off with a second Ice Beam, perhaps predicting a Venusaur switch in, but I want to get it in fresh, so I do so now and Sludge Bomb Suicune for the kill, because without any boosts, that's gonna be a easy kill. And now in comes Rotom, and Rotom just bracing itself to bear the power of a full power Life Up Leaf Storm, good old Leaf Storm, and no way it's gonna survive that. So Rotom goes down, which means last Pokemon Staraptor just gonna be eaten down by Stealth Rock damage, and that'll be good game, Ben. So hope you guys enjoyed the battle. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Thank you.